May 7th, 2017, Carlisle, Ohio. 18-year-old varsity cheerleader Brooke Skylar Richardson gave birth at home and buried her newborn daughter in the backyard of her parents' house. 2 months later, she described what had happened to her doctor, who informed police. Richardson was ultimately charged with aggravated murder, child endangerment, involuntary manslaughter, and abuse of a corpse. Today, we look back into this case and deep dive into the investigation, the testimony, and the verdict. Ultimately, we ask the question, was justice served in this case? Today, we find out together. This is BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded Throwback, Ohio versus Richardson. And it begins right now. And a good afternoon, good late afternoon on the East Coast, good late morning on the West. Welcome to our third installment of the BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded Throwback, Ohio versus Richardson. I'm Ernest Bethea, the last outlaw. So good to have you here this morning. So far, we've heard from Richardson's boyfriend, Trey Johnson, or ex-boyfriend, whatever the case may be. We've heard from the personnel at Hilltop OBGYN, and we've heard from law enforcement. Now we're going to take this entire thing with law enforcement by listening to and viewing the testimony of lead investigator Lieutenant John Thane. So before we do all that, let me give you all the reminders. First off, I want to thank everybody for joining in on this presentation. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment to support the channel. If you are in the chat and you want to join the open panel, which is open always, please click the link, copy the link in a new browser window or tab, and join me. Love to have you. For everybody that will be in chat, this is a note that everything we comment on, all the statements and views on this subject, will be all speculation, deduction, theory, and opinion. They are not considered fact unless we have something to bring. Also a reminder to everybody in chat that your opinions are welcome, but attacks on other chatters are not. If you don't like what they have to say, all you have to do is go to right where their name is, click on the three dots, click block, and you won't have to hear from them. Now to make sure I don't get myself in trouble here, here's your copyright disclaimer. your trigger warning because a lot of what you may see, what you may hear, could be could trigger could do a little something to your mental health. So viewer discretion is strongly advised. And the testimony that you are going to see is coming courtesy of our good friends at Court TV, your front row seat to justice. All right. Now that we've gotten that out the way, I've got Baby Kisses in the house. Good morning, Baby Kisses. How are you doing? Good to see you as always. Now, without any further ado, I am going to step out the way and I'm going to let the testimony of Lieutenant John Fain commence.
You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Mr. Contiue, call your next witness.
State's called Lieutenant Fain, Your Honor. Right hand, please. Solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
May be seated.
Thank you.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Okay.
Thank you. Sir, would you please state your name, spell your last name for the record?
John Fain, spelling of the last name is Faine.
And sir, are you currently retired?
I am.
And where were you employed back in the summer of 2017?
I was employed at the Warren County Sheriff's Office at that time.
And in what capacity were you employed there?
At that current time, my rank was lieutenant, but my current assignment was the Criminal Investigative Section Commander, or that's our detective unit. We call it Criminal Investigation Section, or CIS. So at that time, I was the lieutenant in CIS.
Okay. And what did your duties consist of as lieutenant of CIS?
For the most part, the duties in that position are just supervising the unit. There are several detectives in there. Then I also have a sergeant who worked with me as a first-line supervisor. But in addition to just overseeing the day-to-day duties, I would also work alongside the detectives in there whenever they needed help, assistance.
I want to direct your attention to July 14th of 2017. Did you have the opportunity to become involved in an investigation regarding possible skeletal remains buried in the ground at 104 Eagle Ridge Drive in Carlisle, Ohio?
Yes, I did.
And how did you become involved, sir?
On that day, I got a call in my office from Chief Deputy Barry Riley at the sheriff's office, and I went down to his office, and he told me that he had received a call from the police chief in Carlisle, basically saying that there was a complaint of possible skeletal remains in a residence there in the village of Carlisle, and he was hoping the sheriff's office would assist with it. So Chief Deputy Riley asked me if I could have a detective go up there to assist and do whatever we could do to help.
What did you do as a result of obtaining that information from Chief Deputy Riley?
Well, initially the first thing I did was try to find a detective that was available. This was July 14th, so it's during the summer months. So we have a lot of people taking family vacations and just other things that are going on with the county this size. And there was no one else available except a new detective, Detective Absher, who had just been assigned to the unit. He was the only one that was available, so myself and Detective Absher went to Carlisle.
And where specifically did you go?
We went to the police department at first.
And what information did you obtain there, if any?
There, again, it was the same brief information. They had a copy of their incident report just saying that the Carlisle Police Department had been contacted by an OBGYN office, that there was a report that possibly someone had delivered a stillborn baby and buried the skeletal remains in the backyard of the 104 Eagle Ridge.
What did you do with that information that you received there at the Carlisle Police Department?
After seeing that information, Katie Gee was an officer, female officer at Carlisle Police Department at that time, and myself, Detective Abshir, and Officer Gee responded out to the residents at Eagle Ridge.
Okay, and that's 104 Eagle Ridge Drive in Carlisle, Warren County, Ohio?
Yes, sir.
What happened when you responded to the residents, sir?
When we first got to the residence, there was no one there. We knocked on the door, no one was home. But almost simultaneously with that, Mr. Richardson pulled into the driveway in his truck.
Okay. Is that Scott Richardson?
Yes.
What conversation did you have with him?
Just told him why we were there, that we had information and that we needed to talk to his daughter about it, and if he knew where she was.
Did you tell him at that time that you were there regarding possible skeletal remains, or you just told him that you wanted to speak with his daughter? I
did not. I told him that there's an investigation we were doing. We had a complaint, and based on the knowledge, it had said that it was Skylar that had been to the OBGYN clinic. So I told him that she would be the one that could either corroborate this information or refute this information. Honestly, when I first got that report, a lot of times we get a lot of reports that aren't necessarily true once we see them all the way out and actually get investigating them. So at that time, I still didn't know what was true, what was not. So, but I knew that Skylar was the one we needed to talk to, and I told her father that she was the one we would need to speak to.
Did her father then make efforts to contact her?
Yes, he did. He was very courteous, and he said he maybe said she was at her grandma's, but wherever he said she was, he said it was just really close and she could be here in just a matter of a few minutes and that he would, and he subsequently did contact her.
Okay. And then was he able to get Skylar to return to the home?
He was, and just as Mr. Richardson had said, it was only a few minutes, and she then pulled up in the driveway.
What happened when she got there?
We introduced ourselves to Skylar and told her that we were doing an investigation and needed to speak with her, and we would like to do it at the Carlisle Police Department. And we told her if she wanted to, she would be able to ride with her father over to the police department. And all of us went over there, not together. We were in separate cars, and then Skylar rode with her father to the Carlisle Police Department.
So she agreed to go with you to the Carlisle Police Department to be interviewed?
She did, yes.
Did she ask you at all what this was concerning?
I think she asked what it was about, but I told her that we would, I didn't want to speak until we were at the police department, and we have a policy, we audio and videotape our interviews whenever possible. I mean, it's got to be an extreme condition when we don't. We always try to do that. And just based on the nature of what this allegation was, if it did and actually turn out to be true, we wanted to make sure everything was audio and video recorded.
Did everyone then respond to the Carlisle Police Department?
Yes.
What happened when you got there, sir?
When we got there to the Carlisle Police Department, Officer Gee and myself conducted an interview with Skylar.
Okay. And was that in one of the interview rooms there at the Carlisle Police Department?
Yes, it was.
Are you aware, is that interview room audio and video recorded?
It is, yes, to my knowledge, yes.
And then, sir, did you also have your own handheld recorder as well?
I did.
And at some point during the interview, you utilize and turn on that handheld recorder, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And you indicated that you and Officer Gee then proceeded to interview Ms. Richardson.
Yes.
Prior to interviewing her, did you have an opportunity to advise her of her constitutional rights?
Yes, I did.
And how do you do that, sir?
To do that, it's kind of two-part because we're doing it visibly and also orally. We actually have a sheet that we utilize at the sheriff's office that we read right off of that sheet. And also, we will have the person at the end, whoever we're interviewing, there's a paragraph that they read just to also make sure that they're able to fluently read and communicate the English language, just so there could be no discrepancy of them possibly not understanding. We want to make sure that they fully understand their rights, and all the details. And we'll actually, each right, then we'll have them initial, whereas the right to remain silent, do you understand that one? And if you do, put your initials. Right to have an attorney and to have an attorney present. And a big one also, the right to stop the questioning at any time if you wish to stop the questioning. So we do that, and we also do that while the each time with the interview, and they sign as well at the end, the full signature.
Okay. I'm going to hand you what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 117. You can take a look at that, tell me whether you recognize what you're looking at.
I do, yes. This is it is It is my handwriting and also Skylar's handwriting, and this is the form that we use, yes.
Okay. And when you go through this form with Skylar, is that all audio and video recorded as well?
Yes.
Other than the exhibit sticker placed on this form, is it a fair and accurate copy of the form that you used and had Ms. Richardson sign?
Yes.
And then after she completes this form, you then begin to ask her questions regarding your investigation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And again, that's all audio and video recorded.
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would request permission to play State's Exhibit 119 by agreement of the parties, and we request to pass out the transcripts to the juror members.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen next is that you are going to view an audio-video recording of some of the statements of the defendant. You're also going to be provided with a transcript of this recording to help you follow along. The audio and video that you're going to see is the evidence. The transcript is not the evidence. So if you find that there is a difference between the transcript and the recording, then the recording is what controls. If you find that having this transcript in front of you does not help you in evaluating the evidence, you do not have to follow along and you do not have to read along. So, and I want to emphasize this, that what you are going to see and what you are going to hear is the evidence. Now, the transcript that you're going to have, don't make notes on it because it's not going to be an exhibit. There's an exhibit sticker on it, but trust me, you are not going to get this exhibit back, so do not make notes on what you have. If you find that it helps you, then follow along with it. If you find that it does not help you, you can just turn it face down and watch what it is that you're going to see. You're actually going to have two transcripts because of what Mr. Fain just testified regarding the audio recording and the way the transcript is. The first transcript is going to be like the first 4 minutes, and then the other transcript is going to be the bulk of it. So if you are going to follow along with it, we'll have the first smaller transcript. Mr. Knippen or his team will be kind enough to pause it at the time where it transitions from one to another so that you can switch over. You can just set it on the floor or whatever you want to do. And then if you want to follow along with the transcript, you can. So Mr. Knippen, Ms. Kraft, if you want to go ahead, and Mr. Mullins, if you want to help them, just distribute it, whatever's the most efficient way to make sure everybody has one, big and little.
And on the other side, we'll come in just a couple minutes, okay?
I'm just waiting because I guess your mom just got home and she wants to come.
Oh, yeah, you just tell me what's
I'm sorry?
Can you just tell me what's happening, please?
Yeah, so I go ahead and just, it's like maybe nothing has happened. So that's what I'm going to wait for Katie to come in here. Maybe nothing has happened, okay? So that's what, and we don't know until we talk to you, okay? You're the one that's going to be able to help us with this, okay? Are you going to UC, Buddy? Are you going to go to UC? The only reason I ask is earlier Katie said something about she thought you might be or saw it on the Facebook page or something. So did you just graduate, so you'll be a freshman?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Am I going to get arrested?
What?
Am I going to get arrested?
I don't think so, no. I mean, you may tell me something that I can't say no to that in case you tell me all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I did this, but no, that's not our plan. We're trying to find out. We were given some information. We want to talk to you. You're a person that could say whether you think it was true or not. So if you witnessed or saw this or not. So yeah.
Okay.
So once so that's what we're going to do. And I wish I could help you because I know I can say so many times, just don't be scared, don't be scared. But I know you're still nervous. You're 18 years old. When's your birthday, like March?
Yeah.
So you just turned 18 years old. I have daughters that are 27 and 25, so they were your age at one time, so I've done this kind of stuff as a parent, living it in real life, and then I've been at the sheriff's office for 20 years, so I've done it, this way too. So I know, and I've been sitting there with my daughter or daughters while they were being talked about stuff. So let me tell you what's going to happen is Katie and I were going to talk to you and just ask you what you know, if anything, about this, okay? If you know anything about this information that we were given. And then if you know anything more than what we were told that can help us, that either something did happen or something didn't happen, okay? And then we'll see, because really we don't know what's going on until we talk to you, okay? This could be something where we then say, okay, thank you, and we're out of here in 5 minutes. So literally it could be 5 minutes, okay? Do you have any questions for us? Okay. I know it probably feels worse because you're in this room and everything, and there's two cops in here and everything, but Katie and I, we are regular people. I am John, she's Katie. So, we've both been doing this a long time. We're not like here to lie to you. We're not trying to trick. There's no tricks. There's nothing like that, okay? I'm just hoping, because I know you're really nervous, that we can try to make you relax a little bit.
You want a glass of water? I don't want to get started.
Yeah, you go to the bathroom or anything like that?
Okay, let me know if you decide you want one, okay?
Okay. Whenever we do interviews at my office, at the sheriff's office, I'm not sure if it's the same for Katie's too, but we always have to record them. So this recorder will be going. And
We are now transitioning to the larger transcript, right?
Yes.
All right, you may proceed.
and then I've got a sheet that I've got to fill out with, you know how you hear people talk about your right to remain silent and that sort of stuff? We have to go over that since when we're doing an interview with someone, okay? It doesn't mean you're charged with a crime, obviously, or you asked about being arrested, all that, but it's something we have to do before we ask even a witness if it's something serious, okay? Is your first name is Brooke. Is there an E or?
E.
But you go by Skylar?
Yes.
And what's your last name?
Richardson.
Richardson? Okay. You probably have, or we don't have that in here anymore, do we?
I can grab it.
No, I can get. What's your social security number?
I don't.
Or do you know?
No.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. A lot of people don't. One day you'll know that. You'll know that like the back of your hand. So.
Are you in college?
I'm going to start in the fall.
You'll learn your social security number, especially in college.
And she did say that she's going to go to UC.
Oh, cool.
It's
What's majoring in?
Psychology.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really? What do you want to do with that?
Maybe like developmental psychology, working with kids. Maybe.
Oh, that's cool. 7/14/2017. I'll show the time is about 1:30. This is Lieutenant John Fain with the Warren County Sheriff's Office. I'm also here with Officer Katie.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Katie Gee with Carlisle Police Department, and we're sitting here with Brooke, Skylar Richardson. She goes by Skylar. And like I said, the time is about 13:30. And before we talk to you, this is the sheet I was talking about, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over these things with you, and if you understand them, I'm just going to have you write your initials on the first line right there, okay? The first one says you have the right to remain silent. Second one says anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you so wish. And then you can decide to any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Okay. And then can you read this part out loud for me? That last paragraph.
I have read this statement of my rights and I fully understand what my rights are. I do not want a lawyer at this time and am willing to speak with law enforcement officers. I understand and know what I am doing. No promises of any kind, hope of reward, favors, or threats have been made to me. Upon being advised of my constitutional rights, I wish to make the following verbal and or written statement without my lawyer being present. I declare that I knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently waive my constitutional rights.
And are you under the influence of anything right now, any alcohol or any drugs or anything like that?
No.
Okay, that's part like where it says like the knowingly, intelligently, and all that stuff. So if you're okay, then just sign right there.
What's the
7:14. Tomorrow's 7:15. I'll be 49 tomorrow. Gosh, I'm old. I am officially old. That's almost 50.
I know. I've known you almost 20 years.
I know, but I stay young and act like a child. Okay, Skylar. This is kind of different because a lot of times when we do an interview like this, there's a lot to talk about and get into, but this is more of a simple thing. It might be hard for you to talk about. You might feel embarrassed and everything, but really with this one, there's no way other than just to come out and say it, okay? We got a call. The reason we're here today, we got a call from the doctor's office, okay? So are you familiar with what doctor's office with the OBGYN?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just share with you the information, that they gave us. I'm going to say these dates, but I can't say for sure these are the exact dates, but they're the dates that they gave us, okay? So we're just going off the information they gave us. And according to them, on April 26th, you went to a doctor's appointment. Does that sound right? Okay. And also according to them, that day you found out you were pregnant. Okay, is that true? Okay. And do you tell me about, how did you end up making that appointment? I mean, you're 18 by then because your birthday was March, right? You turned 18 in March. Okay. How did you make that doctor's? I mean, or did you just want to go to the doctor? Did you want to get on birth control?
Yeah, I
What
was
was
on birth control.
Okay. Did you make an appointment yourself, or did you talk to your mom?
My mom helped me make this.
Okay, your mom helped you make it. Did she go with you? She did go with you. Okay, did she find out that day that you were pregnant?
No, I didn't tell either of my parents.
She didn't. And since you were 18, the medical staff wasn't required to tell her. And if I got information right from the doctors, they maybe did an ultrasound?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
And did they tell you how far pregnant you were, how many weeks?
I'll be completely honest, I didn't listen.
Okay.
I didn't hear. I don't
You didn't
know
hear?
how many weeks I was.
Okay. Could they have told you 32 weeks, or maybe they could?
Maybe. I know I was far along.
And you was probably, far along. Was it a shock to you?
It was kind of
okay, because reason I asked that is because they said you didn't know you were pregnant, even though you're that far along. You didn't know. Did you have some suspicion? Or?
Yeah, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to let myself know.
I understand that you're 18. I'm actually a grandfather because my oldest daughter she got pregnant when she was young, and I remember she was so scared and so nervous, and especially to tell me, I think was her biggest fear, because she just thought, I don't know, just had all the thoughts that a young girl is going to have, when that's not really what you're planning. You're just planning on being a freshman at UC. I mean, you know that for sure, and you're pregnant. So, again, I can understand all that, that fear and just the shock and everything. So how did you know you might be? Or what made you think you might be?
I was really big. I was pretty big.
Okay, you're getting about it. Could you feel your baby?
A little, yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, at 30, let's say it was 32 weeks,
you could feel it.
Pretty active, right? I mean, obviously I didn't feel it, but I've seen, and my wife had seen, and you probably, I'm going to guess, hadn't had a period in several months.
But before then, I was a little irregular with my period, so I tried to think that maybe it was normal.
I think maybe that was it until you started. Well, and then when you could feel, so when you, let me go back a little bit now. When you were making the appointment, even though your mom didn't know this, were you kind of wanting to find out if you were pregnant or confirm confirm if you were.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would be what they told me and stuff. I was lost, and my parents, they're going to be so mad at me.
Do me a favor, because I'll set this up, but if you can, and your nurse, just try to speak a little bit louder, okay, just so I make sure we can hear you. So, you find out they confirm that you are pregnant. What goes through your mind?
My parents are going to kill me. I didn't want to tell them. I didn't want to tell them at all. I still don't really want to tell them, but now they're going to know.
Okay.
They'll probably be very disappointed in me.
Okay, that sounds kind of like what my daughter said. The same thing went through her mind and stuff. I mean, I can see all that, especially you're 18 years old and everything. And so what do they do at the doctor's office? What do they tell you? I mean, they tell you you're pregnant, but do they want to talk to your mom or anything, or do they want you to tell your mom?
Yeah, I think they wanted me to tell my mom, but I did not want to tell her.
You didn't want to, and did you tell them that was your wish? You don't want them to tell, and you were 18, so they had to go by. It's not like you were a minor or anything. You're an adult now. Did you say anything to them about it, or ask them about any options or anything you could do, or what you should do?
I didn't really want to have my baby, but I couldn't get rid of it. I didn't really know what I should do. I never called the place back or anything to see what
Which place, the doctor?
The doctor. I never called them back to make another appointment.
Okay.
But they wanted me to, but I didn't because I was scared.
Okay. I understand that too. Let's jump ahead to this week, to Wednesday. Was it Wednesday?
Yes.
You went back to that doctor's office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the purpose of that visit?
To check back up on my birth control, and I told her what had happened.
Okay, you told them what happened. Okay, what did you tell them happened?
That I had to have a baby, and it wasn't alive.
Okay.
I didn't kill the doe.
Oh, we're not saying anything like that. That's not why you're here today. We're not saying that. Did you say her? Okay, it was a girl. So what did you tell them? So you told them you had to have the baby and she wasn't alive. Did you know what date that it happened on?
May 7th.
It was for sure. Okay, because that's the date they told us, but I didn't. I just want to make sure the information they gave us was the same. Okay. And I'm sure you remember it for sure because it was a horrible day. I'm just going to assume it was a horrible day. So now, and this is probably hard, but again, we're just trying to get this, and it kind of gives you a chance also to.
Am I in trouble?
What's that?
Am I in trouble?
No, we're just trying to figure out, Skylar, what the whole reason we're here today is just try to figure out, just like on May 7th, what happened. Are you okay, and what the information we got from the doctor. So let's go to May 7th that day, and tell us about, and try to make sure we can hear you on here, but tell us about what happened. Kind of walk us through exactly what happened, what you felt or where you were, and just kind of tell us what happened.
I had the baby and I didn't.
Okay, hold on a second. When you say you had the baby, where were you?
I was in my bathroom.
You were in your bathroom? Okay, were you on the toilet or in the bathtub or on the floor?
Toilet.
Were you seated on the toilet?
Yeah, and that's when I had the baby.
Okay, how did you know you were going to have her? Did you have
I could feel it, and something needed to come out. I could feel it.
So you felt that feeling?
Yeah.
Do you know, have you ever heard the term when people say their water broke?
Yeah, I don't
But you didn't feel that. Well, and I think you'd probably know.
It just came out when I pushed, and it wasn't breathing. It didn't make any noises.
Okay. So you're seated on the toilet, and I guess, and I'm just trying to visualize. So do you have your hands? Are you going to try to catch her?
I'm trying. She's breathing.
Okay, so when I assume because you were able to deliver there by yourself, she wasn't breached or anything else, so she came out head first. Is that right?
I think I know what happened. She just kind of came out, and I tried.
Okay, no, I understand. When she came out, were you able to catch her? Did she go into the toilet, or were you kind of
a little? I kind of caught her by the head a little bit.
Caught her by the head? Okay. And so when you say a little, are you holding her head and like maybe feet or something are hanging down into the toilet or how?
I don't
Okay.
remember.
Well, and it's probably hard to remember exact details, and I'm just trying to visualize it. And there will be things that you can't specifically remember because it's traumatic and it's not your fault. You know,
I never
that you
murdered
can't.
her.
I understand that. No one here thinks that you did, Skylar. We're not judging you where we think you are a scared 18-year-old, girl who, even though 18 is when you're an adult, it's, like I said, I've had kids a long time, so you're still a very young woman at 18 years old, and you're going through this alone because, had you told anyone yet? Okay, so.
I've never told anybody.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. So you're doing this all on your own. You've got no help. So it's going to be overwhelming. I mean, I wouldn't expect it any other way. So let's go back, and you're holding her. So, and maybe she's partly hanging down. So what do you do next?
I put her in my arms. I try and hold her, and she's breathing. She doesn't have a heartbeat. She's not breathing.
How did you? I know the breathing part you can kind of tell and see. Did you ever hear a cry or a whimper? Did you, when you say she didn't have a heartbeat, did you try to check it?
I tried to feel. I hope I
Tried to
pushed
feel
too
in her
hard.
chest.
I didn't mean to push hard. I just felt.
Okay. And were her eyes open or closed?
They were closed.
They were closed. Okay. Can you remember whether or not she still had the umbilical cord attached to her belly button?
I don't remember.
Can't remember. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Understand. So now you're holding her in her lap. Is that correct? Do you have a towel or anything, or is she just on your legs?
There was a towel. I had a towel, and I was bleeding so much.
Okay. Is she covered a little bit? Like, does she have kind of some blood and some mucus type looking stuff on her? Okay. As you're holding her, do you know, or could you feel or anything? Do you think you delivered your placenta after that, or?
Yeah, it came out. It came out the next day.
The next day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Okay. Did you? Okay, so her umbilical cord, did you cut that umbilical cord? Have something to cut that with?
No.
And the only reason I ask that is because that's where the baby is, hooked in her belly button, and then the cord is also hooked with the placenta, and usually they deliver together. But that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay. I know this is. We're trying to make you go back 2.5 months to the worst. I'm going to assume what's the worst memory, the worst memory of your whole life. Are you okay right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to know what's going to happen to me. I never meant to hurt her.
I understand that. Skylar, again, like I've told you, we don't think you meant to hurt her. We don't think you hurt her.
Am I going to be in trouble?
So, well, I don't know that you're in any trouble. We're just trying to help you get through this and try to find out exactly what happened. Okay, stay with me here. So now you're holding her, and she's on your lap in a towel, right? Try to feel for a heartbeat, but there's not one. Her eyes are closed, and you can tell she's not breathing. What do you do then?
I stayed there with her for a little bit. I tried to see if maybe she'd wake up, but I had to bury her, and I think am I going to be in trouble for that? I know it wasn't
For
right.
trying to see if she could
Breathe, and then I had to bury her.
No, well, wait, let's not talk about that part yet. Let's just say, right, so you're just holding her, right? I guess, were you hoping she would start breathing?
Yeah, I hope she would start coming
Okay.
alive.
Or maybe start having a heartbeat? Okay. And do you work at the YMCA, right? Do you have to have any kind of training in, like, pediatric or infant, like CPR, first aid CPR
We're
stuff?
supposed to get our CPR. I'm supposed to take the class soon.
Okay, but you haven't had the class. Okay, so you're not already certified in. So you don't know how to do CPR in an infant. Is that correct, or safe to say? Okay, I understand, and that's why I knew working at the Y probably at some point you would have to get that certification. We have to do that just in case we come in that situation. So so you're holding her now, and you're all by yourself. We know you're all by yourself. No one knows, and she's still not breathing. At some point, I guess maybe did you start to think or realize she's not going to make it? Probably because.
Yeah.
And why was it? Was it because she?
I don't know. I thought it was my fault because I should have called the doctors back here. I should have told somebody, but I'm so scared.
I understand. And again, like you're all by yourself. No one is. You didn't even have like a best friend or anyone that knew, right?
No, I didn't tell anybody.
Confided in no one. Okay.
I should have told my mom.
Well, this is a hard thing to tell your mom. I mean, there's things that are hard to tell our parents when we're 18, but this is probably a big bombshell. So now, what do you do when you realize that she's not going to make it?
I have to bury her.
You have to bury her, but I mean, what did you first do? Did you wrap her? Did you cover her up in the towel? Did you hold her for a little while?
For a little bit.
Is this all still in the bathroom?
Yeah.
And this is at your house, I think you said earlier, right? Okay. So then it's okay. It is okay. I mean, like I said a lot, Kate, we're not judging you. We're not doing anything. I mean, I feel horrible for you. You're 18 years old. You're doing this by yourself. I've seen my oldest daughter when she was pregnant, the guy that was the dad who, I mean, it was determined later on for sure he was the dad. He denied it the whole time. He was not there. I was the one in the delivery room with her. I mean, so other than me, you know, she was on her own, but still it wasn't the situation. At least she had me and you had no one. So I know what she went through, even with me being there to help her, and you were by yourself. So I can't even imagine how you've managed to make it, you know, and just carried this weight on your shoulders all by yourself. So again, I'm so sorry that you've had to do that by yourself. And so now you've got her wrapped up in the towel, you've been holding her, and so you decide you have to bury her. Why do you decide you have to bury her?
I couldn't tell anybody.
Because you hadn't told anybody and you still didn't want to tell
That
anybody?
really bad. I didn't mean
it's just, it's not for us to say, Skylar, it's not for us to say it's really bad because we're not trying to judge you or do anything like that, okay?
Are you going to put me in jail because of that?
No, I'm not. That's not why I'm here today, to try to put you in jail. All we're trying to do is find out. We're still just trying to find out what happened, okay? And so you decided you needed to bear, because obviously it's the proper thing to do. I mean, every person, even a baby at 34 weeks roughly, everyone deserves a burial, right?
She deserves better.
Yeah, I mean, she deserves, well, a lot of times people are in a situation where they may deserve better. You know, you deserve better than to be all by yourself on this, but, you know, we don't always get to have a say-so in what life hands us. So, so you decide you got to bear because it's the right thing to do, and it's the best thing. If you're not going to tell anybody, it's probably the best way to do right by her, right? I mean, and you want to do right by her?
Yeah.
Which that is very noble. I mean, I get that, and it says a lot about you, because even going through that and how awful it is, you want to do the right thing, even though I'm sure your heart was probably torn out, absolutely torn out, but yet you still want to do the right thing. So you decide you got to bury her. How did you even think about that? Did you know where you would bury her?
I just wanted to bury her in my backyard so we could put flowers on her.
Okay. Kleenex or anything?
No, it's okay.
Can she grab a Kleenex? Are you sure? Well, just let us anyhow. Yeah, we are, and I know I feel bad because I'm making you talk about like the worst parts of it now, and
do I get to go home still?
What's that?
Do I still get to go?
We're going to talk to him. Yes, we're still trying to figure out exactly. So what happened?
I'm sorry.
So, okay, Skylar, she's Kate, your Scout. You don't have to apologize, okay? Like I said, I mean, I hope you believe me. I'm telling you the truth about my daughter and everything. So I've seen her go through this, so I know you're going through a horrible thing, and you've had to do it all by yourself. So if you wanted to bury her in the backyard again and do flowers, so is that what you did? How did you Take us through that. So what did you do with, did you bury her immediately?
I tried to, but soon after.
Okay, so what did you do with her when you got ready to go down and I guess maybe look for a shovel or whatever you'd need? Where did you put her?
I had her with me.
You had her with you in a towel? Okay. Did you end up burying her at your house? Okay. Was the shovel or whatever you used, was it at your house?
Yeah.
Okay. So just kind of help me, walk through this. So what did you do? I guess, is your bedroom upstairs or bathroom upstairs? Okay, so you had to walk downstairs?
I had to clean myself up a little.
Are you carrying her?
Yes.
Did you go into the garage or do you have an outdoor shed where you have a shovel?
I got my garage.
Okay. What did you find or what did you use?
I just got a shovel and I just put a little hole in my backyard and put her in it.
Okay, I understand. What did you do? Did you have, and you didn't have any help, right? Okay. What did you do with her while you were digging the hole?
I set her down.
Was she outside with you? Were you worried that anybody was going to see?
Yeah, I should have told my mom. She could have asked me.
I understand, but I mean, what? Was it daytime?
No, it was the middle of the night.
Oh, it was the middle of the night?
Very, very early in the
Okay.
morning, nighttime.
Did it wake you up like you felt like something was...
I didn't sleep that night.
Oh, you didn't sleep, okay. Could you already feel like something was going on with her?
I know.
Okay. So this was the middle of the night. Were your parents home?
Yeah, they were asleep.
They were, and they were asleep.
They didn't hear me. They didn't hear me.
Did the dogs hear you or anything? Or
I left my dog upstairs.
Okay. So you take her with you. How far down do you think that you dug?
Not that deep.
I'm sorry?
Not that deep.
Not that
I
deep.
wasn't strong enough. I hurt really bad.
Well, and that's what one reason I asked that is because I know the ground can be pretty hard, and you're trying to do it by yourself. You're upset. It's horrible. You just had a shovel, right? Like that, and you didn't have a pick to help break stuff up or anything.
Shovel too.
Oh, a little shovel.
I tried.
How far down would you, like if you could even guess, do this, would you say you dug this far, this far, this far? Maybe only that far?
I covered her though.
Was she, so you dig a hole, you dig a small hole. Did you place her in the hole? Okay, was she still in the towel?
No, I took her out of the towel.
You took her out of the towel? Did you lay anything down there in the dirt, or was it just the dirt?
It's just her. I should have.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to figure out and try to picture. And then you covered her up with dirt, right? And then what did you do as far as, did you do anything else? And the only reason, I guess, were you worried that someone was going to notice that or see that? Or?
Yeah, I planned to eventually tell my parents.
Yeah. What part of your yard is it in? Like if
it's
you're...
the backyard, the very back of my...
Right, the backyard. But let's say, and I looked at your backyard a little bit, if I'm like at your back deck, you're like that door there, looking out into your yard, which would it be off to the left, to the right, straight back?
Kind of straight back, just a little bit.
Is it all the way back there, like where that tree line is, where the trees are?
Yeah.
And would you be able to show us exactly where it is?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's be in trouble for her.
Did you, well, wait, stay with me for just a second. Did you ever get a chance to plant flowers yet or anything?
I just found some, I put them on her.
You did?
I flowers, I put them on her.
You put them on there? Okay. Are they still there, or was that back when it happened?
Back when it happened.
That was back when it happened. Okay, and now then, have you been back there since?
Maybe once. It's hard.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm wondering, what does it look like now? Can you still see the spot where you dug?
Yeah, because I put a little vase by her. There was a little flower pot by her.
Okay. Obviously, there was so much going through your head and everything. And when you when you buried her, can you tell us about what did you do right after? Did you tell us about now going back in the house? Like, what do you do right after you bury her?
Cleaned up the wood.
Mm-hmm. Did you have anything to clean up?
I had a towel.
Yeah. What did you do with that towel?
Just threw it away.
You threw it away? Okay. Did you throw it away inside the house or in like the brunky bin out in the garage or whatever?
I threw it away maybe like a couple of days later. I'm sorry.
Okay. Did you think about telling anyone at that time, or were you still pretty sure?
I was telling my mom. I should have told my mom.
You thought about it?
Yeah. I'm really sorry. It's a little over.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I mean, no one can judge, what you did at that time. We weren't going through what you went through at all, so I can't say you definitely should have told your mom, because I wasn't going through it. So, and we're not here to try to do that. You said, so this is in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, maybe like
You said the next day you delivered your afterbirth. Would it have been later on that same calendar day, but later during the day? Can you remember?
It came out with me. I don't even know what it was supposed to look like.
What the
I just came out like something came out with the body, but there was just a lot.
Yeah. Well, and that was probably it, because it's a lot, and it kind of looks. I just won't really even describe it. It looks very unique, but once you see it, you know what it looks like. But so that came out. Have you gone to any other doctors after that? Not including the appointment you went to 2 days ago. Did you go anywhere to get checked out or anything after you delivered her? And okay. Are you still doing okay? Okay.
Yeah, this can we be over soon?
It will be. Let's talk about exactly what happened. Tell me the first thing when you say you didn't sleep that night that this happened. Leading up to it, you didn't sleep. Is there a reason why you weren't sleeping?
I was hurting.
It was always hurting, so you felt like something was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. And so. Did you maybe think you were going to have, or just there was so much pain you couldn't sleep, or you felt like?
Yeah, it was just a lot of pain.
Okay. Had you had any pain prior to that?
That day, yeah.
Like what kind of pain?
Just it hurt, it felt like cramps.
Okay, cramps, were they piercing, sharp?
Yeah, and in my back.
And in your lower back? Okay. And now I've got some hard questions, still to ask you that we're obligated to ask, because we want to make sure, not just for your health going forward and stuff, but I know, because of that, and also because this wasn't something that you planned or expected or hoped for. We can't help but wonder, and need to talk to you about the possibility of, did you help yourself with an abortion, to help, you would never.
No, I swear.
I'm not saying that you did, but just follow me. The reason we've got to talk about this a little bit is because I know that this wasn't planned, it wasn't expected, and the medical staff, they were actually concerned when you left that day. You found out that you were going to get an abortion or try to, give yourself one, possibly just as a result of, because this wasn't, what you planned and expected or anything. But you're saying that there was nothing like that. Let me ask you this: Did you ever think about it?
I mean, I'll be honest. I thought about when they told me I was pregnant. I asked if I could not have it, if I could get an abortion, but I was too far along.
They said because you were too far along. Okay, which I understand that. My daughter thought about it. My daughter thought about it too. Did you do any research on it?
I kind of thought maybe if I could figure out if it wasn't if I wasn't actually, but no, I don't think. I can't honestly remember. I promise I didn't try and kill her.
Okay, that's what we're trying to figure out, and I don't think I guess I'm not meaning to say did you try to kill her. I'm just asking you if you considered giving yourself an abortion, because that happens a lot.
Okay.
That people give themselves an abortion. Did you ever search anything on the internet about giving yourself an abortion or having an abortion?
No, I just kind of thought of maybe looking up ways to maybe see if I could not have it, but I never followed through with anything.
What kind of ways did you look at, or where did you?
Looked at maybe how to have an abortion without going to the doctor, but that was it. And I never did anything.
Okay. Did you, how did you look that up?
I just Googled it.
Googled it on your phone or on a tablet or?
Maybe just my phone, I think. I don't know.
Okay. Do you have a tablet or a desktop computer at your house that you use?
Yeah, I have a couple. I have a Kindle, but I didn't look it up on my Kindle.
You didn't look it up on your Kindle?
No.
Okay. Probably your phone, right? I mean, most of us, everything we do is...
I do not try and kill my baby.
So what did you find out when you looked up how to have an abortion?
Nothing that even sounded relevant. Really, nothing.
Okay. I mean, were there no sites that popped up as far as like helping yourself have an abortion?
It was just like
And Skylar, the reason I'm asking you this is one thing we have to do is we're going to have your phone and we'll have to do what's called a forensic examination of your phone. And what that does is, it's almost kind of scary because how much we use our phones, but what that does is it will go back in our phone and it will bring everything up. Like, let's say my phone here, well, actually, I just remember I bought something from Home Depot. I bought a ceiling fan for a house I'm building about 6 months ago. When we go in and we do a forensic download of my phone, it will go back and it will show the date and time where I put ceiling fan Home Depot, and then it will show as I clicked, and it will literally show everything I looked at, the duration of how long I was on that page. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just wanting to make sure, that you're completely honest with us, because the phone it's going to show everything, so I need to know, because I feel like you've been really honest so far, but this is a big part right here, because if you say one thing and then your phone shows another, then that's when we would really have a big problem. And you've already been through so much, I don't want to have a big problem where we've got a big discrepancy.
No, I'm just trying to rack my brain. I don't.
Okay, well, take your time. If you need to, get a drink and just try to think, try to rack your brain about it, because this is really important. And because I know it's hard to say, because you already feel so bad, you feel so guilty. You say you felt like she deserves so much more, and I believe you. But also, there's part of me that knows you've already been through so much. You're going through this on your own, and you've got a healthy baby, at 32 weeks. And then on April 26th, and then on May 7th, suddenly you deliver her in the middle of the night. And I know, just based from my experience in doing this job since before you were born, there are a lot of times where people just get so overwhelmed, and it's too far along to get an abortion at a place, and they still feel like it's the better choice, because for everyone, kind of. And so I need to know, and I need you to think really hard about this moment right now, because it's okay if you're able to tell me, and you want to tell me the truth, that I assist her. Not that you tried to abort her or kill her, but you tried to assist your delivery so you could deliver at home.
I promise I didn't try to do anything like that. She just came out and I wasn't ready. I didn't want to.
Okay. What about, so let's go to your phone. When we look in there, how much research are we going to see about having or getting an abortion?
Probably not a lot. I really didn't think that much into it. I really don't know what I plan to do.
Okay. Well, and I'm just, again, Skylar, I wasn't there, so I don't know. And I know you're going through so much. There's so much everything going through your mind when this happens. Is there going to be any sites or links or anything you visited or where you looked up where it said, how to give yourself an abortion or how to do a self-abortion?
I don't think no, I don't think.
You don't think, or there's not?
I think the only thing I search is how to not have a baby or how to get rid of a baby, but I never did any.
Okay, well, but see, how to get rid of a baby is kind of,
Sounds really bad now. I'm
that's
sorry.
like how to, no, not that it sounds bad, but it's just a different terminology for, how you can help yourself, with an abortion, because that's technically what it is. You're not actually, you're not getting rid of a baby. You didn't wish her any harm or anything, but it's trying to have an abortion, which is, it is a legal thing to do.
It's illegal?
I said abortions are legal. Like people are allowed to have abortions, but
I wasn't going to. Nothing was how to do it, and I promise you I did
nothing
not try. Nothing was going to, I didn't try anything. I just kind of looked at it. I didn't want.
What did it say? What did you see? What kind of information did you see on there?
There was it gave you different pills or different things to do and different ways, but I never did any of the things.
You didn't take any of the pills?
No.
Was there, did you see any sites that showed you any physical things to do as far as ways you can put things inside yourself? And did you see anything like that?
Maybe. I don't remember, but I never did anything like that.
Okay.
I never tried to do anything like that.
Okay, and I'm just trying to see what you found in the research, because it's almost crazy on the internet. I mean, you can put something in, and how you'll pull up 100 pages of things that it is hit on during the search.
Did you get birth control pills when you went then to the doctor?
Yeah.
Did you take any of those?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to hurt.
Okay. How many of those did you take?
Just a little of them, just the days I was supposed to.
All at once?
No.
One per day?
Yeah.
Starting on April 26th?
The day they were prescribed.
Okay.
I didn't think that was going to hurt them.
Okay, all right. I'm just asking questions. Do you remember what kind of pills they were?
Just birth control pills.
You don't remember what kind? Is this the first time you went on birth control?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never meant to kill my baby. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't.
I understand. Now, when you threw away the towel that you used to clean yourself up, did you also throw away the towel that the baby had been wrapped in? Or was it the same towel, or was there two towels?
Yeah, I threw it away.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to say that. I have to step out for just a second, okay?
Can I talk to my parents?
In just a minute. I've got to step out just real quick and
I'm
take a phone call out.
Oh, honey, you just take a deep breath, okay? I'm going to stay in here with you, okay?
Please, just be honest. What's going to happen?
I don't know, okay? I'm in here observing.
Jail?
No. You're not going to jail. No.
No, and I'm not going to.
Just relax, okay? Listen, just relax, okay?
I don't want to go to jail.
I know you don't. Just relax,
I don't have to go to jail, though, right?
Listen, I understand that you're sorry, and I understand that you're upset, and I understand that you didn't want this to happen, okay? Just take some deep breaths, okay? Everything's going to be okay.
I don't have to go to jail?
You're not going to jail. Okay, we're not taking you to jail today. You're not going to jail, okay? So just...
What's the worst that's going to happen?
Honey, I don't know. This isn't my case, okay? He's talking. He just wants to get some things straightened up so that we can figure out exactly what happened. Are you being 100% honest with him?
Weird.
Okay. All right, just deep breaths, okay? I know this has to have been really hard on you. I'm sure there's part of you that is glad that the weight has been lifted off of you.
Yeah, I just want everybody to believe me because I don't want to be in trouble.
I understand. You're a very nice young lady. I know that you're smart. I know that you're honest. I know you have a big heart, okay? I believe that. I don't think you're a bad person, okay? Just like you said, we're not judging you. We just have to get facts, okay? So deep breath. Things are going to get better from here, okay?
Only better, right?
It's going to get better, okay? You're going to get, yes. Your parents are right out there, okay? You're just 18 now, and we talk to you alone. And I think it's probably better that you do talk to us alone. It's probably really uncomfortable for you to talk about a lot of this stuff.
I do need to tell them.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell them what happened.
They'll be okay, though, right? They'll
be okay. No.
They'll understand.
They're going to love you no matter what, honey. You're their daughter, okay? Your mom and dad are going to love you no matter what. That's their job. That's part of who they are, okay? So don't worry about that. Nobody hates you. We don't hate you, okay? Nobody's going to hate you, okay? We understand that you went through some really bad stuff and it was really hard on you, okay? And now you got some people to turn to, okay? And you don't have to deal with this on your own, okay? So deep breath. Calm yourself down. I don't want you to get yourself super upset, okay?
I'm really afraid he's going to arrest me.
He's not going to arrest you, okay? That's not what we're here for today.
I'm not?
We're not here to take you to jail today or put handcuffs on you today or anything like that, okay?
I don't have to stay overnight or
No, you're not going
He just wants to understand what
He wants to understand what happened, okay? We got to figure out what happened, okay?
That's what happened. I
Okay.
know it was wrong.
Is there anything else that you didn't tell us, that maybe we didn't ask the right questions or anything?
No.
Anything else that you could think
I
of?
feel so bad.
I know you do, honey. And I believe you when you say that. I know that you do, okay?
I just want to hold my mom. I want to see my parents.
I know. And you're going to get to see him here in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
He had to make a phone call to somebody else. I don't know. I think he's working on another case, too. So just deep breath. You got to go home today, okay?
I won't go to jail, right?
You're not going to jail today. I told you that. We're not taking you to jail today. You're going home to your parents, okay? You're going to see him here in just a few minutes. I wouldn't lie to you, okay? I'm telling you everything that I know, okay? Deep breath, okay? Calm yourself down. I'm sure this has been weighing on you for a couple months now, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I would never do anything to hurt her.
I understand. You didn't tell anybody? You haven't got to confide in anybody? How have you been dealing with this?
I deal with a lot of stuff for myself. That's just what I do. I just like to keep to myself.
You don't need to do that, okay? Even if we got to find somebody for you to talk to that's not your mom or dad or your friends, okay? It's hard being a teenager. Believe it or not, I was a teenager once. It's hard being a teenager, and it's hard dealing with all the regular teenager stuff and add things like this on top of it, and it's super hard. You never told the father?
I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to tell him.
Do you know who the father was? Yeah, okay. Calm down, okay?
Just ready for it to be over.
I know.
It will be over though, right?
It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be over. We're going to get this taken care of. Just make sure we know everything that's going on, okay? Just calm down. You can be relieved that you don't have to keep this inside anymore, okay? And that you can work towards healing from this, okay?
The hard part's over, right?
Yeah, I think that this is probably the hardest part right here. And I appreciate the fact that you were honest and you talked to us. And okay, so deep breath, calm yourself down.
What else do you think he's going to ask you when he comes back?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. He may not ask you anything else. I'm not sure, okay? Are you cold?
No, I'm just ready to go home.
I understand.
It's just going to get better, right?
Yes, honey, it's going to get better. You're going to have a support system now because there's going to be other people that know about this other than just you, okay? And you need that. You're going to need a support system. You needed a support system long before now. You know, it's too hard to deal with things like that on your own.
Not because I'm going to jail, right?
No, your parents, honey. Your parents are going to be your support system.
Okay.
Yeah, you can talk to your parents about it, and your mom can help you through this, okay? Because you're only 18. I know that you're an adult now, but you're still 18, okay? So you'll be able to talk to your mom about this, and she'll be able to help you through this. Moms are good at that kind of stuff, okay? I mean, obviously, they're going to be surprised. You know, they're not expecting this. They don't know anything about this, right?
No.
Yeah, they're going to be surprised. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm sure they're going to be upset that you didn't come to them and tell them. But they're going to love you no matter what, and they're going to help you from here on out, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, they're good parents. They will help me.
You have a good relationship with your mom?
Pretty good.
Yeah. What about your dad?
He's very supportive. We don't know that much. We're not as close as me and my mom.
Yeah.
Am I going to have to go to court?
Honey, we're not even to that right now, okay? We're not even thinking about that right now, okay?
Because I didn't hurt her. I didn't want to hurt her.
I understand.
Okay.
Do you need anything else?
No, just want to go home.
I understand. Sit tight for just a second. I've got to go check with him and see what's going on, and I'll be right back, okay?
Is there something bad?
No. Not at all. No. Just relax, okay? Just sit still. Relax. Calm down, okay?
And I'm going to pause it right here to note the obvious, ladies and gentlemen. What you're looking at is one scared young lady. All you can hear her ask throughout this is, am I in trouble? All you can see are the tears flowing. She is, in in other words, she is totally rattled. Only thing she's worrying about now is, oh my God, what did I do? And how much trouble did I get? Am I going to get into? And like Baby Kisses mentioned earlier, the police are going to say whatever they have to in order to get the information, more likely the truth, out of her. So Brooke Skylar Richardson at this point is literally sweating missiles, not bullets, missiles. So a very interesting question that Baby Kisses asked earlier. Oh yeah, that's right. She never told anyone at all. Not one soul. But Baby Kisses asked earlier, said if a woman were to give herself an abortion like her mother did that mean she would go to jail now? Now, as no, I answered this the only way I knew how. Now, I said one that I was not an expert. I said I was trying to stay away from the politics of abortion because basically, I've been away from the political scene for about a good year and change, going on 2. But before the law had changed, I have never heard of a woman getting an abortion and then end up going to jail afterwards for it. So I really don't know how to answer that. But hey, I just want to let you guys know where I stood on things and what I'm observing, and I'm hoping you guys are observing the same thing.
Just me, Skylar. You need anything?
No, do I get to go soon?
Yeah, here shortly. He's just finishing up a few things right now, and then we're gonna have your parents come in, okay?
Okay, do I get to talk to them?
Yeah, honey, yeah.
And then we get to go.
Well, they know already.
Okay. Are they really mad?
I think they're kind of surprised right now. They're kind of in shock, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're not happy.
Oh, I know.
You know, but they're worried about you too.
So I get to go home after this?
Yeah.
No jail.
You'll get to leave with them, okay?
So I'll probably have to come back eventually.
I don't even know that. I can't say anything to that. I have no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not going to give you answers that I don't know the answers to, okay?
But everything will be okay, right?
Everything's going to be okay.
I didn't hurt her.
I understand that. I understand. Just deep breath, okay? We're going to get your mom and Dad in here as soon as possible. He's working on something right now. He's got to talk on the phone about something. I don't even know what. And then he's going to come in and chat with you for a few more minutes and just make sure that there's nothing else that, you know, he needs to ask you or that you thought of, and then we'll get your parents in here, okay?
Talk to the parents and then go home.
Then, yeah, you can live with your parents. What do you do at the Y?
I work in child watch.
What's that? Is that like daycare? Do you work there every day, or?
Just a couple days a week, not too often.
Yeah. Did you think that this was what we were going to be talking to you about?
Yeah, and I didn't want to be in trouble because that's not what I meant. I never meant to, like, I didn't want her to kill her. I did not ever.
I understand.
No.
I'm sure it was probably pretty scary when your dad got a hold of you.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's also, like I said, a relief now that this is out there and can be dealt with now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where's your cell phone?
I gave it to my dad. It's in his truck.
Okay.
I gave it over. I don't have anything to hide.
No, I believe you. I understand.
Everything will be okay.
Everything's going to be okay, honey.
Once this part's over.
Yeah.
Do you think they might think that I killed her?
I don't think that anybody thinks that, okay?
I would never.
I don't think anybody thinks that, okay? You do need to at some point go and get checked out by a doctor, though, okay? To make sure that everything's okay with you. We want to make sure that you're okay, okay?
So we're just go home.
I know you are.
Life will be okay. It'll go back to normal, right?
Yes, honey, yeah. Your life is going to be okay. You're a very bright young lady. You're very smart, okay? So you're going to be okay.
I just get to go to school in the fall. They're not going to penalize me.
No, we're not calling your school. This has nothing to do with your school. We don't have anything to do with that, okay? Everything's going to be okay. All right. This is a chapter of your life that we need to get completed and get past so you can get to the next chapter, okay?
Bad things happen.
Absolutely they do. Yep. Now you're going to have to get through this and then you can move on, okay? It's just something that's happened in your life and you're going to have to move past it, okay? And you're on that road now. You're on the road towards moving past it and healing from it and moving on to the next chapter.
You're not sugarcoating it, are you?
No, I wouldn't sugarcoat it. I'm sure you've heard through the high school that I tell you the truth, no matter whether you like it or not. I'm nice, but I'll tell you the truth, and if I gotta be mean, I'll be mean. So I'm not afraid to be mean. I'm not sugarcoating anything, okay? You just need to take some deep breaths and calm yourself down, okay? And deal with what's going on right now, okay? And not get yourself so stressed out about all the other stuff, okay? Let's get you healed up, make sure that physically you're okay, all right? And let you start emotionally dealing with, because you've not really dealt with what happened at all. You've not been able to because you've not had anybody to turn to, okay? So now's the time that you can make sure physically that you're okay and emotionally you start towards that road of healing, okay? That's what I want you to concentrate on right now, okay? Is emotionally getting through this and dealing with it and not having to push it down anymore, okay? and you probably need to look at getting maybe a counselor to go talk to and stuff, because there's a lot of things that you're going to want to talk about that you're not going to want to talk to your mom about or your best friend about or your dad about, okay?
Yeah, do you think that I will be able to talk to my mom and she'll listen? She won't be that mad?
You're going to be able to talk to her. I just saw her outside. You know, they asked me how you are and stuff, and they're not happy.
Yeah.
I mean, but they love you. I think their number one thing is they're worried about you over all else. They're mad, but mad's down here, and worried about you because they love you so much is up here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's their main emotion right now, is that they're worried about you. They're sad for you. They want to make sure that you're okay. They're protective of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think I'm going to need a lawyer?
I don't know that answer. I can't tell you that, okay? I'm not sure. I'm not there yet. This is going to be handled by John that was here. I was in here just to kind of help out and try to make you feel a little bit more comfortable since you know me and, you know, you've seen my face before, you're familiar with me. And sometimes it's easier when there's a woman in the room, you know, if you're a girl. So just relax, okay? Things will get better from here.
Only better because I didn't do anything.
Only better from here. And we can, and if I'm sure your mom can help you, but if you don't want to go to your mom, you can come to me. I'll help you find somebody to talk to if you need somebody to talk to, okay? A counselor or something. And they can help you learn how to process all those emotions and stuff, okay?
He'll come back soon.
Yeah, I think he might be just in the bathroom right now.
And he'll just tell me everything that's going on.
Yeah, he may have a couple more questions. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can't read his mind. I wish I could. My job would be a lot easier if I could read people's minds, right? So, yeah, he's taking care of some other stuff. I gotta take this phone call, okay? It's about something else. Sit tight,
Not
okay?
so, right?
You're fine. Hold on. Sit tight. Hello. Hey, how are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, now that I'm a grandpa, I have a greater appreciation for the need to get up and move around every once in a while. So we're not going to take an off-the-record break, but we are going to take a brief pause so that you can stand up, stretch out, move around if you want to. You don't have to. Don't read ahead in your transcript while we are on this little, what I will call a TV timeout. But if you want to get up and move around, that's fine. Please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Ms. Kraft, you may continue.
All right, Skylar, we're going to let your mom and dad come in. Is that okay?
Yeah.
They're wanting to talk to you, and you probably want to talk to your mom and dad.
So do I get to go home after that?
I'm sorry?
So you get to go home after that?
I still don't know. I'm still working on that, okay? Because we don't.
I told you that's what I believe, okay? That's all I know.
We're still trying to piece it together. I'm talking with a couple different people, okay? So, we will make that decision here short, but I want to let you talk to them that they're outside. You know, they're a nervous wreck. You know, they're trying to know. They want to know what's going on. Well, I'm going to let you know. You may let them know, like your mom and dad. You can tell them, you know, whatever you want. Okay, they know why we're here. Okay. So, do you want to talk to your mom and dad?
Okay, go get them. While you?
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, you want to get them and bring them on in? Because they're I mean, and you're 18, but it's totally up to you. But I would just, I mean, obviously, no one loves you in the world more than these two. So I would just be honest with your mom. Yeah, if you choose to, you know, like, as parents, that's all. As parents, that's all we want. Okay, so I'm gonna step out. Okay, we're all gonna step out. So y'all can have the room.
I'm so sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry.
You should have just told us.
I know.
If you had just told us.
Kids get pregnant every day. Pregnancy is not the end of the world.
I'm so sorry.
We love them.
I'm sorry.
What did they tell you?
I think they want to know if I killed it myself.
Yeah, you go to jail.
I didn't though. But that's the thing. I know.
You know, but they can't tell that.
I promised them I didn't do anything.
Skylar, we had a perfect life.
I didn't.
Who's the father?
Trey, that guy I used to date a long time ago.
You lied to me about him. You lied to me about so much. And now you're going to lose brain over this. Skylar.
Okay, honey. You did lie.
Well, not about that. I didn't hurt her.
Well, here's the thing. Done is done. But it would have been so much better had you told us. So much better. And I don't know what's going to happen next. They're over there digging up something in our backyard that we had no idea. Your mother didn't even know you were pregnant. Can you imagine the absolute horror that we just went through not knowing what's going on?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I know you're sorry, honey, but lying is
But I was completely honest to them.
But you lied to us.
I could have helped you.
I know, but you would have been so mad at me, and I'm sorry.
And we're not now.
I know you guys are so mad.
The thing is, because now we can't fix this. There's
If
nothing
you go to
we can
jail,
do.
it's in the papers. It's everywhere. The neighbors have already called me. Chris already called me, and I know she was telling me that they're digging up stuff in her backyard. You're going to be on the news. How do you think Mims and Paps and Bill and Janet will feel?
Please, you're supposed to support me. I didn't.
Skylar, I am supportive, but I'm just saying.
I didn't tell you guys.
Honey, that is wrong.
I know, but I didn't kill her. Kill her baby.
Honey, why didn't you just tell us?
I didn't want you to be mad at me.
But do you think you could possibly get away with something like that?
I didn't.
Not.
I was going to tell you guys.
But after the fact. I understand you're sorry. I understand you didn't mean it. But you gotta understand this is the single worst possible scenario you could possibly have put us in.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll do anything
ultrasound the baby and they find out that it was living at the time of the birth, then you will go to jail.
I know I will.
So now's the time to be honest.
It wasn't.
What happened?
I had a baby that wasn't breathing.
How did you cut the umbilical cord?
I didn't. It came out of me. I didn't kill it.
Was the cord wrapped around his neck or anything?
No.
It just wasn't breathing.
No.
There was no cord.
No, I held it really tight. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of. I didn't kill it. I'm sorry.
How did you get the pills if you were pregnant?
I don't know. They were just subscribed. They were given to me. Like, they were prescribed to me.
They said you couldn't get a pill if you were pregnant.
I don't know. They were prescribed. No, I went to the prescription place and got them.
So when you went to the doctor in April, you were already pregnant, and they gave you the pills anyway?
They were prescribed to me. Mom called me to prescription's ready. Go pick it up.
So the doctor knew you were pregnant and gave you the pill anyway?
I don't know. I guess.
Did you start taking the pill right away?
Yeah.
So this, you have to not tell anything other than the absolute God's truth.
I did.
You went to the doctor on April 26th, and they put you on the pill, and you started taking the pill,
Yeah.
and you were already pregnant.
Yeah.
And you knew you were pregnant?
Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to hurt the baby. I assumed it was okay.
You're sure that's what happened?
Yeah.
Did you go back to the doctor before Wednesday?
No.
So April 26th and this Wednesday is the only 2 times you've been to the doctor.
Yeah.
And you told the doctor you buried the baby?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Mommy?
Well, you're still our daughter. Just please be patient with us, because this is a shock, okay?
I know.
You're absolutely certain, beyond a doubt, because we didn't hear anything. That was a Sunday night, and you did this all on your own. Jackson didn't get up. Nobody got up. Nobody helped you.
No.
Sorry, I can't feel my body right now.
Sorry. I didn't.
Honey, please stop. That doesn't help. You did a horrible thing.
I didn't kill her.
You got pregnant. You had a baby in our house, and you never told us.
I couldn't.
Yes, you should have. Do you understand how much worse this is than that would have been? That's what we're trying to grasp. Because we were thinking that we were trying to do the things that were right for you, and they went horribly wrong. But if you went to the doctor and they prescribed you with the pill, and then they called because the baby was no longer there, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't.
If they gave you pills and you took it, then that would have killed it. Then that's manslaughter.
But I didn't do it on purpose. I thought they gave me the pills.
Okay. You're absolutely 100% certain that you went to the doctor and they prescribed a pill to you in April and you started taking them.
Yeah.
So less than 2 weeks later, you delivered a stillborn baby.
When you walked down to that doctor's office, did you know you were pregnant?
No. I had to take a test. I mean, I thought I might be, but...
Who confirmed it for you?
Dr. Andrews.
He told you later?
He told me that day.
Wait, he told you that day, the 26th?
You just told me you walked out of the doctor's office and didn't know.
No, I thought you meant when I walked in, like, I didn't think I was, but when he told me, yes, I left, I knew. I didn't.
And you didn't tell us then?
No.
So if you took the pill after that, then it's manslaughter.
Oh, because they gave it to me. I didn't know.
Did they tell you not to take the pill if you were pregnant?
No. They didn't tell me that. I just picked up my prescription when I was supposed to.
And you're absolutely certain about this point? Because the doctor's telling a different story.
What did the doctor say?
Well, they said that you were pregnant when you were there, and you came back, and you're not, and you told him you buried it.
Because I had the baby and it wasn't alive.
And you have certain that you got a prescription from the doctor and started taking it right away.
Well, I don't know, because I went and I said I wanted to be on birth control, and then they found out I was pregnant, and then I thought that was the end of it. And then Mom texted me later and said, go pick up your subscription, so I went and got it.
So they never told you to come back? They never said follow up? No.
They did. They wanted me to come back, but I never called back.
How long have you been on the pill?
Like 3 months.
So, like, right after you went there, you started taking it right away?
Yeah.
Did the detectives ask you these questions about taking the pills and stuff?
No. The only thing they asked me was if I looked up anything about how to do a self-abortion.
Did you?
Because taking the pill is a self-abortion.
I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. They didn't say that.
They can check your internet history.
I know. I told them they could. I told them everything.
Okay. Something isn't jiving though. I don't understand the doctor. If you were pregnant, they can't put you on the pill. That's what the pill does, is make you think you're pregnant. And how did this come up with the doctor that you told him you buried the baby?
She asked me what happened. I told her I gave birth to a baby.
Are you sure? I mean, I know I keep harping on this, but are you absolutely certain everything you just said is true?
Yes.
There's no way the doctor should have given you a prescription for the pill if they knew you were pregnant.
I don't know.
So when did you find out for sure you were pregnant?
When I went to the doctor on April 26th.
They told you right then and there you're pregnant.
Well, because I peed in a cup and they tested it.
And what did he tell you to do after that?
Make a follow-up appointment or something. Like call back and make an appointment.
Which you never did.
Mm-mm.
How did you get the birth control pills then? They wrote you a prescription.
I don't know.
They had to have called it into the pharmacy, and the pharmacy called my phone and said your prescription's ready.
So they didn't hand you anything.
Mm-mm.
They just goes right to the pharmacy.
I don't even know what to think. I just hope and pray they don't take you away. I just don't know what's going to happen next.
I don't either, but I didn't kill it.
You know, what you say may be true, but how do they know that? How do we...
But I tell them everything.
okay? You have to understand, you didn't tell us everything. So how does a detective have any idea whether or not you're telling the truth now?
Because I told him everything and everything that happened. I love you guys.
I mean, we love you too, but it's got us in a really bad spot right now. I don't even know what to do. I don't know if I should try and call an attorney or somebody to defend you or what they're going to do.
It's my own baby. I would never try and hurt it.
Unfortunately, I mean, it's happened before.
I know.
And you hit it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're the only one that can say that. And the only thing the doctor knows is you were pregnant and now you're not pregnant. And you told him you buried a baby.
I know. That sounds bad. I was just told him I had the baby and I had to...
That doesn't happen. People don't just do that. You go to the hospital.
I know, but I couldn't tell you guys.
You should have told us. And of course you turned 18 right then and there, so you're an adult.
You're talking women's prison, Skylar. We're not talking.
Let's don't talk about that. It's bad enough as it is, even if she doesn't go, but I don't know. We don't know. I mean, you told them, hopefully they'll believe you. I don't know what they're going to find. I don't even know what they can find at this point. What did you wrap it in?
I had it in a towel, but I didn't put her in anything when I buried it.
Where did you bury it?
In the backyard.
Where?
Like by the tree line.
Where exactly?
I don't know, like a little to the left, like if you...
Like over towards Cobra or towards Brent?
Towards Brent a little bit, but just a little.
Were all the bushes and stuff right up against the...
Kind of, yeah.
And no one saw you. You were all by yourself. You did this, and you came back in and went to bed. What about, was there a mess to clean up?
Yeah, I cleaned it up.
What did you do with it?
Threw it away.
In the trash can?
No, not in ours. I put it in a bag and threw it away.
Outside away or at someplace else away?
At someplace else.
What was the mess?
It was just like bloody towels and stuff. Just bloody towel.
And you didn't cut a cord or nothing?
No.
There was no, isn't there an afterbirth or something?
It should be.
A placenta?
A sac of some sort.
There was nothing else?
No, just the placenta.
What do you mean, just the placenta?
Like the baby in the placenta. What else? Some sort of out. Will you always love me?
Yes, honey, we'll always love you. We're not ever not going to love you, but it would certainly be helpful if you were honest with us. I can't understand how you think this could be better than just not telling us in the first place.
I know it's not. I didn't know. I should have told you guys. No, I'm sorry.
Before I talk to the detective, I'm going to ask you this one more time. And please don't tell me anything that's not
100% true. You went to the doctor. You found out you were pregnant. They prescribed you with birth control pills. You picked them up and started taking them.
I guess.
They came from CVS or someplace like that.
Yeah.
You picked them up, prescribed to you in your name,
Yeah.
your pills, and you started taking them right away.
Yeah.
And you've been on them ever since.
Yeah.
Do you remember what day it was you started?
Probably like the day right after the doctor's.
So the doctor said schedule a follow-up appointment, which you did not do. What else did he say?
That's like all I can remember. That I needed to
He
tell
said you're
somebody.
pregnant.
He said there was like different options, like I could give it away once I had it and stuff like that.
I want you to think back. Tell me as best you can exactly what the doctor told you.
That's literally the best I can remember. He thought I should tell somebody.
And you told nobody. And because you're 18, the doctor told nobody until you went back, and then you had to call the police. I mean, is it for sure that birth control pills can cause a miscarriage?
I don't know.
Do you swear you never looked anything up on the internet about that?
No, I told him everything.
So what is it? Do you think they were trying to get out of you? I mean, did they act like...
Just take me away.
Honey, stop.
You have to be prepared for that.
I am. They're going to take me away.
No, let's not go there yet. Nothing you said, if you told us what you told them, would lead them to do that if what you said is true. If you lied to them in any way, they will find out, and then you will be in much worse trouble. So as long as you told them the truth. But something does not jive with a doctor finding out you're pregnant and you getting a prescription for birth control pills. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the doctor or the detective didn't ask you that?
No, I don't think.
Are you sure? You told him you went to the doctor to get birth control pills. You found out you were pregnant. You got a prescription for birth control pills and started taking them even though you knew you were pregnant. You told him that.
Yeah.
And you're sure Dr. Andrew did not tell you not to take birth control?
No. I'm positive.
And the pills you're taking now are the same pills you were originally prescribed. And they're in your name and you just got a refill.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the doctor say when you were supposed to schedule a follow-up?
I just had to call back.
And you went back now because?
I had to get a refill when I birth control.
But you never talked to the doctor since. You never went to any other doctor anywhere, no clinics, no nothing.
Nothing.
How did you know that doctor wouldn't prescribe it if she was on? How did that information? Who told you that?
I told you when your blood work came back and I didn't understand what that was, and I had you call and
I lied.
You lied to Mom.
Yeah. I lied to both of you guys. I'm sorry.
So the whole thing about not prescribing if you're already pregnant, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That was her telling you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe they would have, but I don't understand.
well, she could sign the prescription. You can't just.
I know, but I don't understand why they would. You're absolutely certain you did not tell them one thing that was not true?
Yes.
Did they ask you the same things over and over again?
No.
Then why were you in here so long? Why did it
They
take
just
so
asked me a lot of questions. They talked the whole night.
What about what time did this happen?
This was like in the middle of the night, like 3.
I can't believe one of us didn't wake up. I cannot believe that. And it was a Sunday night, May 7th, you're sure of that? Were you feeling bad before then? Did you have any idea what was going on? I mean, did you know you were getting ready to deliver or something?
No, I didn't think. I mean, it hurt really bad, but I thought it was, I didn't think so. I didn't know. I kind of thought maybe.
So what did you do? You went in the bathroom and pushed it out?
I had to. I was in so much pain.
It happened in the upstairs bathroom.
Why can't they just believe me?
Because you didn't do things normal people would do. We should have gone to the hospital. So therefore, you lied to us. You buried a baby in the backyard. That's why they don't believe you. Because nothing you did makes any sense. That's the thing that's across the board causing problems, honey.
You guys always love me.
I didn't love you.
Do you believe me?
And how do we know if we can believe you? Look at how much you've lied to us. That's the biggest problem here. Think about all the times you've lied to us. How do we know if you're telling the truth? That's why I don't know if the doctor can tell. The detective, how do they know? I mean, we've known you for 18 years and we don't know you're lying. If you had just told us you were pregnant, it would have been way better than this. You've lied to us so many times and we have no idea what to think. We have no idea what to do. I mean, the last thing I want is for anything to happen to you, but if you can't tell us, what are we supposed to do? If you can't be honest with us, how can we help you?
That was such a big thing. I didn't want you guys to be disappointed in me. I didn't.
there's no way you can hide it. And as you see, it's far worse when you let it go.
Mommy, I love you.
Skylar, I love you.
What did they tell you was going to happen next? Anything?
No, Katie told me I was going to go home.
Even though they read you your rights and everything? And they never said they were charging you with anything? Or? What did they tell you before they brought us in? Are they coming back? Did they say anything about anything else?
No.
So Brandon has no idea what happened either. Nobody does.
You guys ever forgive me?
I think we can forgive you, but you can't ever lie to us again.
I would never after this.
Skylar, you're not going home with us.
Honey, don't
You'll
start
never.
that.
Skylar, I'm telling you, it makes me sick. The cute little bag of popcorn you had, you'll never finish.
Honey,
The
stop.
stuff-
Please stop.
Mom. Do you have any idea how I feel?
Do you have any idea how we feel?
I had to come for a dead baby by myself.
If you could have gotten us, Skylar, I would have helped you so many times. I told you, if you just tell me, I'm always going to be here for you. I've always told you that I love you. How do you think I feel at the thought of losing my baby?
I'm sorry, Mommy.
I'm losing my child. And I've done everything right.
You have. You just didn't lost your guys'
Okay, please stop. You guys both. We need to stop this right now. We don't know what's going to happen yet. If she told him the truth, I don't even know what they could charge her with. There's no reason to put her in prison. It doesn't mean what you did is not wrong, and it doesn't mean that it's not going to be trouble. But we don't know yet, so let's don't go there.
It's really hard for me right now. I lost my dad this year. I'm stressed about Jackson. It's just too much for me.
You want me to go ask for something?
I think so. Please hold my hand.
Whatever it is, we'll get through this. We don't know where we're at. Kim, listen, I know this is not good, but you gotta just hold it together, okay? Figure this out, all right? If Katie said you can go home, let's just go with that, okay? absolutely have to stop lying. Period.
I understand.
Yes. Do you guys want water or anything? Water?
Tissues.
Tissues? Water?
Thank you.
Would you like water?
I think we will, but I don't know what it takes yet. I have no idea. All we got was the detective told us about the fact that you were pregnant, which we didn't know.
Oh, where's Katie?
Do you want to speak to her?
Can I talk to her, please?
Yeah, let me check her in a second, okay?
Hi.
What's going on?
Honey, he has to make some phone calls and stuff. He's in the bathroom right now, okay? And I'll ask him to come in and talk to you and explain to you. It's actually going to be, he's the one that's going to be handling all this, okay? I'm just helping him out. So let me go get him, okay? And I'll see if he can come in here and talk to you and let you know what's happening right now, okay? Calm down, okay? Deep breath.
Honey, I know you're sorry, but we are where we are. We can't do anything about it.
It doesn't work. It broke. It just broke.
I didn't know, did y'all have any questions or want to talk to me or us or anything?
That's what we want to know where we're at. We're just not sure what's next here.
Okay, they're at the house right now. They're just waiting on the two of us. We have to get this signed by the judge right here at Franklin Court, who's just waiting on us. And we've got to go over there to the house and take care of that part there. And then really that's it. We need to look at your phone as well. Is your phone?
It's in my truck.
It is, or in your car, in your truck, sir? Okay. And really that's it. Let me see if I still have a card on me. I do. That's my name right there, and that's my cell number. That's the only phone I have. I answer that 24/7. Do you all, are you comfortable waiting here for a little bit, or would you rather go somewhere else? Well, I'm sorry, Skylar. Can you go home, please? Not yet, because as soon as we get down out there, most likely you are going home today. Okay, but we have to go out there and do this part. There's and so we'll go do that. We're going to get this signed, and you're welcome to stay right here while we do that, or you're welcome to go somewhere else. I can let you all kind of talk about that and see, and then we'll be coming right back here.
I guess we're better off just waiting here then, but she's obviously at a panic mode that she's going to jail.
Understand. As of right now, unless I hear something different from the prosecutor's office, you are not going to jail. Okay, as of right now, and that's probably 90% that you're not, okay, going to jail. Okay. why I don't know why all of a sudden I get a call and say, okay, we've given it further consideration. So there's 90% chance that you're not going to jail. And I think
What she did, though, is that a chargeable offense?
Yes. Yeah.
So there is some legal issue that we've got to face.
Yeah, there's definitely potentially, but not certainly. If I'm making sense, she certainly faces it potentially, but it's not certain that she will face any criminal consequence for it.
Well, the one thing I was trying to clarify, and this is something I think we were talking about, she went to the doctor. She found out she was pregnant, but they prescribed her with birth control pills, and she started taking.
With what kind of pills?
Birth control pills. And I guess that was the part we were lost, because we didn't think she would be prescribed with birth control pills if she was pregnant.
Yeah,
Can that not contribute?
I don't think I understand that myself.
Well, that's what, and I asked her several times to make sure she was being honest with us about this. But she went to the doctor. They told her to follow a schedule a follow-up, which she did not. But we got the call, her prescription's ready. She got it, and she started taking the pill. And she's been taking it ever since. And that's why we didn't have any clue that she was... I didn't know she was already.
Understandably.
So you're going to go to my house, and then you'll come back and tell me. You'll go to my house and tell me, and then...
We are going to go to your house right now,
tell me what's going on.
And then we'll be coming right back here. Okay?
Well, I guess just do what you got to do. We'll just wait here. We've got several people calling us. We're just not sure. Do you want her phone? It's right.
Yeah. Let's do that part, I guess, and we won't have the phone on.
Mr. Mullins, Ms. Yazel, could you go ahead and collect our transcripts, please? You can just set them on the exhibit table. Gentlemen, because of some logistic and some scheduling issues that really don't have anything to do with what you're doing, we are going to break for today. So we're not going to be coming back today. We are going to be resuming tomorrow morning at 8:45 again. Remember the things that I have told you. You are not to begin discussing the case amongst yourselves. You are also not to form any opinions about how this case should be decided. Remember what I have told you about interacting with the people at home, about social media, about reading about this case on the internet or watching any television. You need to, again, stay away from any media coverage that might be out there. And we will see everybody back here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Let's plan on being here at 8:45 with the idea that we are going to start at 9 o'clock. Anything else, Mr. Knippen?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Vickers?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Mullins, you can take the jury out.
Your Honor, with your permission, we'd just like to put the objection on the record regarding the fact that the tapes were cut and that it was our preference to play the entirety of the interrogations for a number of reasons that I think we'd like, you know them, I'd just like to put them on record.
Go ahead.
As Mr. Rickers mentioned, as the court is aware, there were a number of hours that this interrogation video went on. Original discussion of this court was that it would be cut at 14:21:47 when Lieutenant Fain left the room for the first time. Before the parents came in, we were in agreement with cutting it at that point. The state asked for another hour of selected material to be added, and that was granted, even though there are multiple hours left, although we understand that some of that was dead air, and we're open to cutting that. Our reasons were because of the rule of completeness, the hearsay that we heard today, even if arguendo, we assume it was not for the truth of the matter asserted. 403 is a concern to inflame the passions of the jury, to have parents telling their child that they lied. Context is important, especially setting up what the jury is going to hear tomorrow morning with another interrogation with multiple hours left in the room. A confusion of issues. You heard improper legal opinions about what manslaughter was by the parents, speculation as to whether or not the parents were self-abortion or could kill or hurt the baby, and that she was required to go to the hospital, and that got her in trouble. If we may, Your Honor, proffer what we anticipate of good faith reason to believe the video would have shown, just so the record is clear.
We're going to proffer the entire video is going to be preserved as a court's exhibit when the case is over.
Can we proffer the way we would have used that video, Your Honor?
What difference is that going to make?
It would make a difference in how we did opening and closing argument in this case.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have reason to believe that Skylar and her parents go on to talk about telling Kim specifically that Dr. Andrew told her that she should tell her parents, which was consistent with earlier testimony, discussing that Norman, which is one of the dogs, the one who stays with Skylar, didn't bark, and they discuss how odd that was, that the dog didn't bark if she was delivering a baby. They go on to discuss more about the relationship to humanize her, contrary to the state's position that she's some sort of nefarious killer. Kim Richardson discusses that this is hell, again talking about the family and what they've been going through. Scott Richardson does go into great detail about how he does not think there was any way it was anything but a stillborn, because otherwise the dogs, Kim, Brandon himself, would have heard it, would have woken up. He says if anything would have cried or made noise, it would have woken us up. He goes on to say, I don't think she's lying about that, referring to the stillbirth, which is directly contrary to what we just heard about him saying over and over again, you lied to us. The later interaction with Sergeant Gee with the family shows that the sergeant and the community like the family, clear throughout the end of the investigation, in which the people in the neighborhood, Sergeant Gee says, see them referring to the Richardson's house. They don't see you guys around and be worried. Scott Richardson goes on to state that he believes his daughter did not commit the crime and coincide later with testimony, and says unless you have told the police something wrong that they can't verify, then I don't see how it's possible that they could charge you. It is clear through later video that the detective does lie to the Richardson family, something hard for juries to believe, as well as sets up the discussion for what they're going to see tomorrow morning when they see the second interrogation. Skylar goes on to explain to her parents why she did not tell them that she had the stillbirth and buried it in the backyard. Detective Fain comes back to indicate on the video to the family that he spoke with the prosecutor's office. They discuss that again. It would only be a misdemeanor if she's charged, again setting up conversations for the video in the morning. The Detective Fain creates a rapport with Skylar at the end of the interrogation, which helps him use the read technique at the second interrogation that they'll see tomorrow. It's clear he's trying to be nice and seem caring in front of the parents and Skylar. Because Skylar has been charged with tampering with evidence, it would be important to see that there was no trepidation, hesitation, or resistance on anyone's part, including Skylar's, to give up freely electronic devices, to give them their garage code, to get a cord, to charge electronic devices, showing her willingness to cooperate and help them view the information that is on her phone. Skylar asks what a misdemeanor is, showing how naive she is, proves that she does not understand the gravity of the situation. And Scott Richardson talks to Skylar about being sure she is being truthful again, because the police were going to go into more specifics, implies that they will find out the truth and that they know the truth, again playing into what we will see tomorrow morning. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Dippin, Ms. Kraft, anything on behalf of the state?
No, Your Honor.
Of course, previously issued a written
And that will wrap up the testimony for Lieutenant John Fain for now. You can bet that one side or the other we'll call him back, and I will be covering that. Speaking of coverage, tomorrow I have Dr. Susan Brown that'll testify next. Then I'll have testimony from Krista Lathan and Dr. Kim Brady. All that will be before Lieutenant John Fain is recalled. So be prepared, be ready, because we are really getting into the thick of this. And by the way, I know the poll is short. I'm gonna redo this poll again on the community tab. But right now, I've got Baby Kisses saying that the most convincing testimony so far has been from the personnel of Hilltop OBGYN. Yeah, but I do want to get more feedback from others as well. So I'm gonna post this poll again, and only this time I will add the interrogation video submitted by Lieutenant Fain. But for now, that's gonna wrap it up for part 3 of Ohio versus Richardson. I thank you all for joining me, and as always, love yourself, love others, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself and others, and I love you. Take that love, spread it around, and if you don't know how to get in touch with me via social media, watch the very end of this video. You'll see how. Until then, Ernest Bethea, the last outlaw. This is Bethea Byte Reloaded, your home for news without the drama, where your opinions matter, the home of lively debates, where your voice is heard, and above all else, justice served. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you back here tomorrow. Until then, you all know what to do. Bite this. Hey guys, this is the Last Outlaw saying thank you to all of you who watched this video and subscribed to Bethea's Byte Reloaded, your drama-free true crime destination. I couldn't dream of doing this without you, so thank you. Did you enjoy this presentation? Are you looking to get more information on everything presented here? Are you looking to give more feedback on this presentation? Here's what you can do. Like this video. The more eyes on this video, the more this information is spread to others, which brings us a step closer to justice served. Share this video to your social media. Just like dropping a like, the more eyes on this video, the closer we get to justice served. Drop me a comment, whether it's on the topic or the presentation. I am open to all comments, whether it's a theory, a speculation, or a suggestion. I will respond to all. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button to show your support of this little true crime engine, powered by you. Set the notification bell to all for future videos. Be sure to follow Bethea's Byte Reloaded all over social media. At Bethea's Byte Reloaded True Crime on Facebook. At EKB316 on X, formerly known as Twitter. At Bethea's Byte Reloaded on YouTube. At EKB316 on Instagram. At King of Hearts 316 2021 on TikTok. You can drop me an email as well. The address is kingofhearts316_09@outlook.com. This is your home for news without the drama, where your opinions matter, for lively debates, where your voice is heard, and above all else, justice served. This is Bethea's Byte, and it's reloaded.